turns out that my receiving is really on an up and up game, because my receiving really wants to change the way I receive, um, because the other couple of days ago I made another video on realizing how much pain I had associated with receiving. But now I'm also realizing how, and I think this happens with a lot of people, why they don't feel they can monetize and they can make a living out of that which they love to do. And I I I fully grasp it. This is why I think that the way we the fact that we believe that we have to earn our keep, that we have to earn to survive, that our survival depends on the money that we can make, has to change. Because a, a friend of mine mentioned, I was sharing something with her, and she mentioned that I would have to coach her. But what I said was just in normal conversation. Now, there was another close acquaintance of mine that wanted me to coach her. What happened the moment money exchanged hands? I found myself unable to be authentic. I found myself thinking that I have to perform differently and that my performance is under scrutiny now. Now she paid. So now I have to, because I'm paid, I put this obligation on myself that I have to deliver at a certain quality and of a certain level, that she had to have particular results, and if she didn't, I failed. So that which I naturally exchanged in a friendly conversation over a cup of tea became charged with, after the exchange of money, it became charged with so much negativity, um, for for the purpose of making myself understood, um, that I couldn't. I found no more joy in catching up with her, and I was editing myself and I was formulating, and I can't say genuinely that the same thing came out of me before I was paid as after I was paid. And I know for a fact that short after that, our friendship suffered because I couldn't keep. And this is what I feared. This is a friend that I've had for 21 years. So when she said about coaching, as big and confident as I feel and as comfortable with myself as I feel normally, the idea of having to now perform and obtain results, and I was like, no way, 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 no way. So that made me think, what is? I wanted, at one stage I wanted to DJ, but I knew, because I love to club, I love to dance, I love music, I always have good music and so on. And I was thinking, that which I love, once it becomes an obligation, and I can't choose, because once I'm a DJ, I have to obviously book in advance. It's not going to be spontaneous. I'll be booked in advance and so on. And So again, there were so many things that I loved do, even nails. I love doing nails, but I only like to do it them in a particular way and my way. So when I'm paid, I have to do what someone else expects of me. And as soon as another person's expectation. So honest to God, I don't know if this is to do with receiving or this is to do with the idea that, well, this is what you love, this is what you're good at. So in order for you not to work a day of your life, just market that which you love to do. But that to me just spoils it, absolutely ruins it and spoils it. If I was to package absolutely anything I know, let's say a, how I apply retrocausality in my everyday life, every single day, um, I don't think nah, I think the whole joy of it would just be gone. Um, so I have to find out where this wants to take me because it's somewhere beyond money. Because there is no way I could even. And I noticed people that were doing tarot reads, and then they started to sell extended and to go on Vimeo and Patreon and so on. Something changed with them as well. The They don't like it. I know for a fact they don't like it. But they are still money's bitch. And because we still think in terms of having to earn money. So I don't know if this is challenging my inability to receive, and this is another form in which I don't allow myself to receive, to think that all of these things have to happen once someone pays me. I have to lose my authenticity, I have to lose my freedom of time and choosing when and what to say, whether I hold a conversation or not. Rah, rah, rah. Because I associate as soon as I'm paid, let's say someone pays me for that which I tell them freely, it, I, I can interpret it in a million different ways. What I know is that the message is polluted. It's absolutely polluted once money exchanges, because I'm giving this information freely. So I listen to a person and I get a message and I know it's for them because it's got nothing to do with my life at all. So it's not from my own experience. And it comes in thoughts I've never ever thought before because I've never had that experience in my life. So I had no reason to think about it. So it's specific for them, the message. But the message comes freely. And the whole thing about having to make money with having to prostitute what I love to make a living, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Like I said, I stopped doing nails because I couldn't do it on my terms. Um, no, I could, but not enough to sustain a business to live out of it, and was it was just not sustainable. It didn't give me enough time to do something else, and doing just nails didn't give me enough money to, yeah. So it was a failed attempt. But yeah, I'm musing about receiving for that which you love, for doing what you love. I can't marry this to receiving money. I can't marry though yet. And many people that have known me for years have said, oh, why don't you, why don't you, why don't you? And even with this channel, why don't you put it in such a way that you can put a program together that you can rah, rah, rah. I can't. It would take, I would have to be all put together. I would have to, nah, nah, it will take away. I would have to polish it and edit it and tarnish it. That to me is tarnishing. Oh, I've read how to get your YouTube to blah blah blah. Nah, not interested to do the what they recommend to do to portray myself in a certain way. To me, the authenticity of this, it's as is. This, when I'm about to go to sleep, when I've done my journaling and so on, and I had my workout, I had my shower, done my journaling. That's sometimes when the messages come. Sometimes it depends when they come. So imagine me having to say to spirit, yeah, hold on a minute, because I have to put my face on and I have to set up the studio and I have to bullshit this and I have to open Patreon and I have to do this and I have to, nah, or record it, blah, no, it's now, it has to come out now. um, by the time I do a song and dance about it, it's good and gone. So I don't know whether this is about the strange new future, or is this about receiving issues, or the receiving issues are manifesting because I'm supposed to not overcome them and become smart with marketing and all this bullshit. I think it's beyond the money. I think something else is taking me somewhere else. But it's been interesting how I absolutely contracted and cringed when the word "you should coach me" and "you must coach me" came up in conversation. I absolutely just became as small as an ant. Yeah,